Hi there, Tamaradorris, your coach, real estate coach, manifestation coach, whatever. Titles are just so unnecessary, don't you think? Um, but I want to talk today about something that it applies to all of us, including myself, but it needs to apply to fewer of us who want manifestations to come to pass. And that is worrying about the how. How? I can sit with a group of people or an individual coaching session, whatever it is, and I can say, what is your most exciting, big, bodacious dream? Like if I had a magic wand, what would it be? And it's really interesting because a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't know. I want to be wealthy. Well, why? What are you going to do? That's a whole other conversation. You don't want the money. You want what you think the money is going to give you, right? So let's get really clear on that. And I won't go into my spiel about why money is never the answer, but I understand we live in what seems to be a dog-eat-dog, patriarchal, whatever world, but that's just an illusion. And when you can learn to focus your mind, your emotions, that means your reactions, be responsive, not reactive. And you can stay clear, focus, put a clear focus on what you really want and cultivate the emotions as if you already have it, stepping into the end result. You will be amazed at how life unfolds for you, honestly. Anyway, what I was saying is after they say, if they manage to get to the point where they're going to say what they really, really want, they allow themselves to be in that energy like for a second. And then it's like, yeah, but how would that work out? Like, how could I do that? Like, oh, that would never work. Like, how? And this is a problem, my friends, because the how is not our business. The how is not our business. The definition of the word faith means believing something before you see any evidence of it, right? About, I don't know if it's 2,000 religions. Is it something like 2,500 religions that are major religions? I'm not talking about the little tiny ones. Oh my gosh, we probably have 5,000 if you did that. I have a book that's this thick of all the religions in the world. It's huge. But let's just say a couple thousand big ones. Do you think that it's a coincidence that faith is like one of the main tenets of all religions? Nobody made this up. And what I have done because of my interest in science and because of my skeptical mind, and I know a lot of other people have skeptical minds, what I've done is I've brought in all the science. I haven't thrown away the spirituality. I haven't thrown away the metaphysics, right? I don't, because it's true. But I bring in the science to help give people who just are allergic to dogmatic religions. And the minute you say faith, it smacks of religion. And so I want to take that context, I want to take it away. I want to, brush that away for you. Faith simply means that you believe something before you see it and have it. But with that said, when we talk about science, you don't even have to have faith. You can have certainty in science, right? If you're standing on a building and you drop, a rock, do you have to have faith that it's going to go down and hit the ground? No. If you got a clear pathway, it's going to go down. You don't have to go, oh, please go down, please go down. So it sounds stupid to say you have faith, but you do have certainty in science. You are certain that when you drop that rock, it's going to hit the ground. The same thing is with manifestation. When you understand, whether you've read my books or someone else's or watched some of my videos or whatever, when you understand the science, the quantum science, the neuroscience behind the way that I teach manifestation, you don't have to have faith. Faith is just like the whipped cream and cherry on top. If you have it, great. I do. I'm a very faithful person. I have a lot of faith. But the point is, if only you have the certainty in science, that's good enough. So why do you have to worry about the how? If Tamara says, I hold this vision in my mind, I make sure that I release resistance, which means that when you have triggers, you move past them, you do different healing modalities to get past them, but you hold that vision in your mind with excited, expectant emotions of knowing it's going to happen. That's what we call embodiment or stepping in the end result. It's going to happen. So I don't need to worry. And in fact, when I worry, I bring resistance into the equation. And you know what? Resistance is the one thing that will keep it away from you. There's two enemies of manifestation. I shouldn't say that. We are manifesting all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. We are always manifesting. We can't turn our manifestation machine off. We are always manifesting. But when I talk about manifestation, the same way you're talking about it, we're talking about manifesting things we want, not things we don't want. Okay? Remember that, because when I tell you there's two components, two things that can keep your manifestations at bay, I could also say there's two things that will make you manifest really icky stuff. Okay? Same, it works the same. So those two things are, one is the resistance by asking, how's it going to get here? How's it going to get here? I can't imagine. I can't imagine. How? That's one. The second is being nothing to do with the intention, but just being very, very low on the vibrational totem pole, like really low, like you're depressed or you're angry. It has nothing to do with your intention. You're just, you're just vibrating at the frequency of not joyful and happy and good. So those are the two ways that you will mismanifest, or that you will keep your intention from manifesting. Only two things. Okay? Resistance or low vibration. If you can stay neutral, and not have freak out episodes or let yourself go down the drain or down the rabbit hole in depression and worry and frustration, and every now and then conjure up the positive emotions, cultivate the energy of, oh, it's happening now, I see it with the image in your mind and the emotion in your heart, you will be golden. It's that one thing, taking out, and it could be one thing, because resistance, frustration, low vibe, it's really all the same. If you are frustrated and you are being resistant, you have a low vibe. So we can really just kind of, what do I want to say? We can kind of narrow it down. That's the word, narrow it down, and really just say, I feel crappy. So your goal then, if this is your vision and this is what you want, this is your intention, see it, feel it, have certainty in science it's coming, and don't feel crappy. That's it. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I do all these videos. And that's why I have my free Facebook group. And that's why I do, my low price membership coaching clubs. And of course, my high-end coaching club. And of course, my one-on-one clients. All of that, all of my books, is because we need to constantly be reminded. I do too. I always have a coach. Always. Sometimes I have two. So, in summary, the how is not your business. That's not what you need to worry about. It's kind of like, let's compare it to taking a trip. If you get your map out and you are in California, let's say you're here in sunny Sacramento with me, and you want to go to Dallas, Texas, and you get your map out and you say, okay, I take this freeway and then this freeway. You want to have it all mapped out, right? Who wants to rely on their GPS? I mean, mine messes up sometimes. So you want to have it all mapped out. When you get in a car, are you going to say, now, why does that freeway connect to that one? And when did they build that? And how's that going to be? And I don't know if I want to take that freeway or not. How's my car going to get? What if my car breaks down? You don't do that, or you shouldn't do that, right? You just trust that the map is telling you the truth. You don't ask, how'd they come up with this map? I'm getting suspicious. I'm going to do a Google search and see if they're right. No, we don't do that. If we have a map and it's a proven map that I will get to Dallas from Sacramento if I take this route, I'm going to trust it. I'm going to have certainty in the science of the map people. Whomever they are the map people, and we shall trust them, right? So that's what I'm asking of you. Have your intention. Do your best to stay focused on it, live in the end result of it, And don't worry about the how. The minute you worry about the how, what you're doing, in case you didn't know it, is resisting. When we worry about the how, we're resisting. And we don't want to do that. Okay? So hopefully you found this useful, encouraging, inspiring, educational, whatever. Look at my links below. Join the Facebook group. Do some of my free classes. Would love to know you better and more. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.